kill them.
The NFL has made it back to London. Welcome inside Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Brings up second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
McCarthy throwing on third down. That's caught by the rookie from Maryland. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. On play action now, McCarthy. He's got it near the 8. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll run here with Jones. And bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. We've spent so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Penix here from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Talk to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet. Have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down. Like that linebacker just did. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And this one will careen out of bounds just in enemy territory there.
47-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. He puts some power on a deep one left. This is brought in at the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. Tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Some good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. Finds his fullback. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Looking with his fullback now. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
That's a 20-yard line.
Slot man motioned over. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant stepped in to pick it off. And the Browns will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
To the air with Penix. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
Finds him on the crossing line. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Judkins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. the Vikings 7-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. On his Hopkins for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Your body is at your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that you think about those memories that's out of overseas.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
Jake, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time, twice on Sunday.
Connects on the crosser. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He was taken down by Graham Delpit. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. The Browns on top early. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Completed right side to Addison. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
A give left side to Jones. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there, and they can be powerful blockers. They can make a huge...
And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Pierre Strong bringing this back. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Setting up the screen. Brushes him off with ease. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. So second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Third down, it's Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Play action, McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and
10. Again, McCarthy to throw. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Back to the air, McCarthy. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing again now, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line, he's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Jones will take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Nope. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing Penix. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. To the air, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. It's Jones on the top. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I was so spoiled for so many years in my Seattle market watching the Legion of Boom do their thing. That's what I see and think of when a safety makes a play behind the line of scrimmage like that. They didn't just want to tackle you. They wanted to end you.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he nabs him about 12 yards there before going out. But even with that, it's still 3rd down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Receiver in motion, headed right. Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. That's caught. This is Addison. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to get the Vikings the 1st down.
First down.
So an exciting first half partner has finally reached the 2-minute warning. The Vikings with a chance to add to their lead. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. He's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Another throw here for McCarthy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time, and it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Motion man right is Jefferson. 2nd and 10, McCarthy. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he? He's capable of beating it for that kind of result.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now McCarthy. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. Now it'll be 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Oh, not much time to adjust, but he catches it still along the tip. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
McCarthy throwing on 4th down. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings bump the lead up to 13 points. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns make it a 1-score game seconds for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns get it back to within 6.
Vikings 27, Browns 21.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Big gain downfield. Ooh, he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but so would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. We set it down for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Dumps this one off. It's Jones. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
And that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And they are unable to make this a 2-score game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix. He gets this to Harold Fanning Jr. complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. Judkins running between the tackles. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Here's Judkins on second down. He still has room inside the 30. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns will reach the end zone for 6.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns take the lead on that successful kick. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Handoff now to Judkins. Back to where they started as the play picks up 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the Vikings 41-yard line.
Another game to Judkins. And that's all with the offense started up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down, it's Penix. Cut for big yards on the right side. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns parlay the interception into points. PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns grow their lead to 8.
35. Vikings 27.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackle there by Jerome Baker.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's McCarthy to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
That's complete. Here's Jones. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this 2nd half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
I mean, where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
First carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. The 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. From the shotgun, Penix. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. On his Hopkins for the extra point.
Justin Hopkins on for the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns lead by 15 now.
42. Vikings 27.
The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Vikings take over first down again at their own 22-yard line.
Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On play action now, McCarthy. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to be Browns football. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Browns capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns grow the lead now to 22 points. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Hits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
McCarthy going to keep it himself. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. First throw for the backup now. Taken in by Addison, left side. He's still going at the 30. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Play action here with Howell. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Motion man right is Jefferson. Jones hits the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Vikings electing not to kick it. The offense staying out there. They're going for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
throwing for it. Escapes the pocket. Lateral goes haywire. It's out. And the Browns pick it up. He's at midfield. 30. At the 20. Gets the 10. And they're going to take over with a first and goal here. Recover the fumble, and now a great chance to make their opponents pay. Set to kick this away. Strong with the return. Things going well so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. Nice field position here as they start out first and 10. On the give, here's Judkins. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Another one for Judkins. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Play fake. Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
3rd and 1. It's Penix. First real mistake, that's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. It's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. shotgun. Howell. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And the Browns pick it up. He's out in the clear. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Here's Howell, 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot, and believe it, your guy can get there.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Howell off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Throw again. It's Howell. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
To the air on 1st down, Howell. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jerome Baker has it. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on a guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up. Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. Down the field. He's got Pierce. Into the red zone. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns have likely locked up the win right there. On his Hopkins for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. The Browns stretch the lead to 23. Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Made the throw as he was getting hip rock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Howell from the gun. Looking, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snaps and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense. Get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup and a second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on second down. It's Judkins on the counter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A gain of a lone yard for Brock. That's all they needed. First down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Side, Judkins into the second level past the 30, and he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Judkins up the middle. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Fourth down now. Another kneel would stop the clock and turn it over. Let's see what they do here. So the Browns come away with the win. And their trip across the pond